Hey there folks, Happy New Year. I'm Phoenix Aurelius and thank you for joining us for this December lab report from December 2021 for the Phoenix Aurelius Research Academy. December was a strange month. It was unprecedented because it started out with lots of little health challenges. It felt like a respiratory virus or a flu or those types of symptoms were starting to come on for myself, for Nori, for our daughter, and for lots of other people that we knew as well. And so feeling those things starting to come on in the very, very early phases, we were able to load up with spagyrics of elderberry and astragalus and echinacea, even Oregon grapefruit, just in case anything was bacterial or streptococcus related, and so on and so forth. And also doing a lot of IDF work. And so we were able to stave off that sickness, but it kept coming back like about every 7 to 10 days after you would start to feel good, it would come back again. So it was weird. We never actually got sick, but we had to spend a lot of downtime and doing resting and nourishing things in order to make sure that we didn't get sick. In probably the last 25 years, I can't remember a time where I really got a cold or felt so at threat of even getting one. So it was just really weird to have that type of experience. And for what it's worth, I do think that it has to do with increased electromagnetic activity, specifically pertaining to 5G and Elon Musk's Starlink business. But there are probably a lot of other environmental factors. The longer that we go with polluted environments, in all of the myriad ways that we pollute, it just gets worse and worse and worse and accumulates. So that's likely what we're looking at as well. At any rate, in the lab, we did a lot of R&D projects for clients. I have 4 different clients that I was formulating for, and I tried to finish all of those formulations by the end of the year. Didn't quite make it. The energy just wasn't right, and if I don't feel 100% into the work, I just don't actually do the work. I postpone it to a point where I have completely centered and given it everything that I can possibly give it, so that I don't have any regrets in the way that it came out. And all of my clients are very understanding and feel the same way. So we also spend a lot of time imagining the future of the Phoenix Aurelius Research Academy and what we have in store for 2022. There will be another video about that sometime in the coming weeks, where we talk about some of the ideas that we're going to implement and things that we just need to cut away from in order to get to our goals a little bit more precisely than what we have throughout 2022. Also in December, the 2022 Astronomical Calendars arrived. We started shipping all of those out. You should have your order by now, unless you just placed it in the last couple of days. We shipped out tons of calendars. I think there are over 140 of them have already shipped out. We only printed 200 to begin with to see and test out the popularity of them, and they were far more popular than what we thought. We have probably a lot more requests. We don't know how many more printings we're going to do, but if you go to the website and they're out of stock, you can put in an out of stock request, and as soon as we start to see 20 or 30 out of stock requests, we'll probably do another printing of them. And we're also working on trying to get a digital version of that available in the coming months as well. We did take a good amount of time after the holidays, from about Yule onwards, where Jared and Nori and myself were only in office responding to emails, etc., just for a few hours, 1 or 2 days. So we did take care of a good amount of shipping during that time and things like that, but we were largely unavailable, and it felt really good. We needed it. Again, all of us were kind of facing some health crises, and trying not to get sick, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. And so it was nice to be able to have a little bit of downtime. Aside from that, Rebecca has finished the spagyric apothecary, so everything that we have in our physical apothecary now perfectly relates to, and all of the information is correct, and all of the prices have been amended and everything for the entire online apothecary. It was a Herculean task. It took weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of work, but she was able to do it, and so the user experience on your end should be really nice and tight and clean right now. If you do find any mistakes or anything that's incongruent on the site, don't hesitate to let us know though. Aside from that, Nori and I taught at Lindsay Sharman's One Day of Brightness event on I think that was the 19th of December. And that was a fantastic event. We got to meet lots of cool people. And Nori's class was especially well received. I taught transpersonal alchemy, and we had a request to kind of go in deeper to that whole concept. So we'll probably be doing that. And also a request to start teaching more psychic work and psychic development tools and things like that. So we'll see what 2022 holds in store, but I think we will be focusing a lot on education, probably holding webinars and things like that soon. And aside from that, I got to exercise my creativity in the lab, playing around with beeswax candles and incenses and golly, what else? Oh yeah, fragrances and eau de colognes and other things like that over here in the lab over the holiday season. So it was really awesome. I spent a lot of time on incense and just blending things, smelling things, seeing how it makes me feel, and then sharing that with my family and friends. And we had a really great time doing that. So yeah, at any rate, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure there are other things that went on. Those are the highlights. Keep an eye out for one of our other videos about things from our reflections from 2021 and things that we're looking forward to doing in 2022. That'll come out in the next couple of weeks. As always, thank you so much for all of your support of the Phoenix Aurelius Research Academy. We appreciate it, and if there's anything we can do, please don't hesitate to reach out. Talk to you soon.